Yeah, glad to have you back on the show. And I did say before we went on our break that we'll be talking about the Plateau insecurity, the way forward. The Commissioner of Information, Plateau State, Honorable Musa Ibrahim Ashoms, has joined us to talk about the crisis. Good morning, Honorable. It's a pleasure having you on our program.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Okay. Well, let me just tell you this. I have a just boy in the middle and a semi-just boy facing me. For me, I'm a Lagos boy.
You're going to say you're an auto-just boy.
Yeah. Glad to have you on the show. Well, we've actually, Jos as a state has always been reputed for peace and tourism. And for many years, it's a place where it's been devoid of violence. But from 2011, we started seeing some pockets of violence. We started seeing some internal and external crises in the state. Till as we speak now, in spite of the fact that the former governor, Lalong, for a while, had nothing to do with Operation Rainbow, which thankfully enough, the current governor says will soon become operational. But take a look at that crisis. What exactly and what impact do you think that crisis has had on the state?
First of all, I want to thank you for airing that documentary about where you spoke about our hospitable nature, about our bright scenery, our clement weather, our accommodating nature. Plateau State is a state that has a rich and great history. We've been very, very hospitable. But for certain reasons which are best known to our neighbors or whoever you want to call them, they tinkered with the peaceful atmosphere we've always been enjoying. From 1926, when the first rail line got to Jos, you can only find Europeans more than Jos.
Yes.
Lagos, you find them in Jos because of our clement weather, because of our nature, of our agricultural activities. It's difficult for you to not find one vegetable or the other. Vegetables you find very hard in other states, you find them easily on the streets. But certain persons that were called home of peace and tourism, so they wanted to wreak havoc on our people. And it started like that. When people give the wrong narrative that we have issues or crises on the plateau, we have 54 ethnic nationalities here, ethnic groups.
Yes.
There's no time in record. There's never any time that one of the tribes stood against his brother to say, okay, we want to kill you, we want to take over your land. But the persons that come to kill us is because they want to take over our land, they want to annihilate us. It is genocide in simple terms. It's when our people are sleeping that the attackers come to take their lives.
Very true.
And they don't give any reason. As if, okay, they will say, we will have this issue with you. No. There's never been any platform like that. It's just for you to be sleeping in your house and become generational. So it's disheartening. I think outside Plateau need to know the true narrative. What is happening to annihilation? What is happening to us is genocidal. What is happening to us is that they want to wipe us from the face of impossible. If they ask their forefathers that brought a lot of what do you call it, war against, they couldn't wipe us on the face of this is our God-given land. The C of O was given to our great-grandfathers, to our forefathers by Almighty God. So for anybody to say they want to wipe us, they want to annihilate us, they want to take us out of this earth, they need to know that it is impossible. So we are peaceful people, we live and we let live. So I think the narrative is we are revitalizing Operation Rainbow, like you said, the former governor. I don't want to speak for him. I don't
Yes.
want to belabor myself in speaking about the past. But the governor that we have now, an unrepentant apostle of the development of Plateau State, Barrister Caleb Manasseh Muftua, a man that understands our journey, a man that knows where he needs to take us to, even if it is going to be excruciatingly painful. Is revitalizing Operation Rainbow. If you remember, Operation Rainbow was there before Oguguyabu. It was there before Omotekun. But in the last 8 years, it went to sleep.
Yes.
So we are going to bring back this sleeping giant. We're not saying that if Operation Rainbow is on ground, these killings will stop, because our enemies are always re-engineering their ways of fighting us, their ways of killing us, their ways of annihilating us. When we bring to a minimal level, and there's going to be prompt response. So
Okay.
it's in cahoots.
Honorable sir, I just wanted to interject at this point. Thank you so much for the deep insights you've given us so far. If you talk about Jos, I'm very, very passionate about Jos. I was born, bred, and buttered practically in the teen city of Jos. So I can say with all boldness that ni chikeke den chicken Jos ni. You know exactly what I'm talking about. I saw how Jos moved from the home of peace and tourism to a place where people live with deep apprehension. People are suspicious of themselves. And like you rightly said, it's not got to do with the resident ethnic groups. But one major factor that I can see play out is all our lives growing up in the city of Jos under different regimes, down from the civilian, military, and then with the advent of the Fourth Republic, we witnessed precisely on the 7th of September 2011, the fortunes of Jos changed. And since then, we've not had relative peace. Will you say that politicians have a role in the level of insecurity in the state?
People want to live at peace. They won't. If I slap you now, I will not attribute reasons why I slapped you to a politician. People want to live. It is important that they live at peace. So we cannot our cities, our country, and begin to blame politicians. Yes, I do not speak for all the politicians in Nigeria, but certainly, sir, how would somebody bring his guns and shoot somebody and take away his life and take away his land and attribute it to politics? For me, it is neo-colonialistic tendencies. For me, it is just show of force. For me, it is because people want to take people's land. Take to politics. Maybe because we are in the era of politics and people sleep, don't catch up with these criminals. That is why maybe you attribute it to politics. There is no political will, perhaps, to arrest this cancerous and gangster behavior. You know, it's unfair that we link everything to politicians. If I want to live at peace with you, will a politician influence my decision to do that? If I want to go to the market now to buy goods for my children, to buy beverages, do I need to wait for a politician to make conditions for me? You know, when you want to live at peace, you can live at peace. We've been living at peace before politics came. So when to attribute these things happening to politicians, maybe because politicians folded their arms and allowed things to fester or otherwise. If not, why would you link on the plateau to politicians? Because people want to take land. You know, our land is lushy, our land is fertile.
Yes.
So you know the solid minerals on the plateau.
Yes.
So why would we be linking this to politics or politicians? When people want to live at peace, it shouldn't be politicians that will change. Politics has a role to play in the peace of Nigeria, because the governance in the grand norm of Nigeria, which is the constitution, is the protection of the properties. Maybe perhaps that's where you're coming from. But for people to take up arms and kill their neighbors, do they have meetings with politicians before they do such things? For people to come and ransack villages at night, what are the roles in that?
Okay, so, Honorable Sir, thank you for this things you said, and we know that we're looking forward to many things happen. But you also, while you were just speaking now, you talked about the the land, the soil is very green. We know that it is good agriculture and also mining too. But with all of this crisis happening, people would not, the activities will be stalled in a way. And how has this thing really affected Plateau State as a whole? I still remember that the beautiful market, the Terminus Market, used to be the beauty and one of the joys, apart from the NASCO Junction, the Miango Junction, all of the areas. But Terminus Market, when it burned down, it was a lot of things for us that were just, that stayed there, because it was where everybody went to go and buy the things. We did trade, it was beautiful. But when the market burned down, it was funny. But all of these challenges happening right now in Plateau State, how has it affected even the mining activities, also the economy, knowing that money came to the state through the mining and also agriculture too as well? And what are the plans that the state government is having on ground to really get to revitalize this economy, this industry, knowing that peace will be good where we can have proper things happening there in the state?
Thank you very much. If you recall, they used to call Jos Tin City.
Tin City,
Yes.
yeah.
It's because of the activities that took place here. A lot of people left their villages, their countries to come to Jos to mine.
Yes.
And today we've accommodated them as Jos people. We do not discriminate. It will show you that people from Delta State, that time Bendel,
Yes.
were some of the earliest on the plateau.
True.
They linked Plateau with the rail line in 1926. We had people whose grandparents were given birth to in Jos.
Yeah.
And we do not discriminate. If you come to Jos, you will see Igbo people becoming councillors.
Yes.
You will see
yes.
Hausa people becoming commissioner.
Very true.
So we do not discriminate, sir. We are a welcoming community. We are very, very hospitable. Our arms are wide open. Now, in revitalizing our economy, if you remember when our assailants come, they bring down our agricultural produce, they go to our farms in the attempt to get us perpetually poor.
Yeah.
After killing us, those that survive wouldn't have what to rely on. So they take your life and your livelihood. What this government did is to bring the ASTCs, an agricultural program where 900 hectares of land has been put, so that we plant crops that can sustained by the rainfall that we have.
Yeah.
Because some crops cannot survive August, September, October, rains will stop around here.
Yes.
So we planted trees and then crops that can survive the few days that we have for it to fall. So it tells you that we have a governor that has foresight. Not long ago, we just got back from a retreat with all government appointees, with the governor himself, to look at the state of states. If you are in that retreat for these states, all the legacy projects of our former leaders, J.D. Gomwog, Jonah David, Jan, Solomon Lar, they are in a state of, they are in a pitiable state. You remember we used to have back farm.
Yes, yes.
Back farm, you see the Panya fish farm.
Yes.
So you standard building. A lot of things have gone wrong, sir. And you begin to ask, our leaders doing? Or we have a governor that understands. So we looked at Plateau from the hindsight, from the eyesight, from the inside, and of course from the foresight. Yeah. And at the end of able to bring out an agenda that will move Plateau forward. You can, as young as we are, I have like 5 younger ones in the state cabinet. So we are parading young people that understand that their future is in their hands. If they want to squander, it is an opportunity. If they want to write their names in gold, it is an opportunity. Our governor is an unrepentant apostle of development. He has been in the sector, having been an acting secretary of Peugeot Automobile Nigeria. He understands the private sector. And he was a local government in Mangu local government. He's a grassroots politician. So he knows what it takes to lead. And he has paraded some of us. You heard from my CV when you were talking about me. I was a local government councillor, local government leader. So that's having people with different kinds of experiences. We're a collage of different experiences in the interest of Plateau State. And apart from the fact that we are trying to revitalize Operation Rainbow, our governor went to the Nigerian Defense College and brought the instructors there, General Shifi. to become a special assistant on security. You remember that our governor was with the president some weeks ago
Yes.
to tell him the state of Plateau State. And after seeing the president, he met all the security chiefs. That is why the chief of army staff, Lagbaja, was in Mangu local government,
Yes.
where we established the operation Hakoren Misa.
Mm.
Because without peace, all our worst ideas, all of our lofty projects will not stand.
That's true.
What is development without peace? What are roads without people flying them? This morning when I boarded for flight, I'm okay with the morning flights. I'm enjoying it because the environment is serene. You guys look prim and proper.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. So if we do not secure Plateau State, we shouldn't be talking development, governance self. Maybe because you want to be called His Excellency or Honorable, but that's not the aim. For us, we are out to serve our people under the leadership of our governor, Barrister Caleb Manasseh Mufwan. From his name, Caleb, you should know what he is up to.
So, Honorable, I actually wanted to ask before you started talking about the involvement of General Lagbaja, of course, in the crisis. I wanted to ask the level of collaboration between the state and the federal government, but of course, you started talking about that. Maybe you could expatiate more, but also let's have an inkling into the agenda of this administration, what you probably will do differently from the other administrations, apart from Operation Rainbow anyway.
Apart from Operation Rainbow, we have set in motion agenda that will move Plateau forward. Like I told you, we just got out of a retreat, a 6-day retreat where all appointees in attendance, and we brought in persons that understand governance. We are bringing excellence in governance. And of course, we looked at our health too as a state. What is the situation in the past? What are we now? Why do we have capital flight in the past? We were told that is it Emir of Saudi Arabia or somewhere? They come to Ibadan to receive full treatment.
Yeah.
Then we go to smaller countries. We even go to Togo and the rest. The Jos University Teaching Hospital has plenty doctors that have different kinds of experiences, and the Plateau State Teaching Hospital, even though the Plateau Teaching Hospital has become something else. So we're working hard to make sure that we revitalize all of these places. You need to meet our Commissioner of Agriculture. He was working with the United States Agency for International Development.
Wow.
We have to bring him back home to come and render his services. We have robust ideas. Instead of buying tractors, there are the ones that you can use with your hand, and you have those ones more in number. People who go to the villages and then what it is we have country is takes a vision. Maybe as our brother that we used to be doing Plateau. Plateau and Nasarawa can go to this country. So we'll look at the advantages that we have. But you know that mine is in the exclusive legislative list. So we have little or nothing to offer in that regard. But we're looking at how the federal government will allow states to enjoy the benefits of the resources they have. Just like we are giving 13% to oil producing states.
Yeah.
Wow.
We have minerals who are surprise you. In such communities, nobody shoots anybody. But in our farmlands, people come and they take over the land and they try to make you perpetually poor. They want you to live in obscurity, in abject penury. It's uncalled for. I ask, who do these people sit under? Who are their clergies? Who are their tutors? Why are they doing this? What is the benefit? If you think it's land you want to take, have you asked yourself, where is your great-grandfather? Have you asked yourself whether you're going to live in this world for 100 plus? Go now and check old people, those that are 18, 90, 100. Are they enjoying the things they used to enjoy in the past? So I wonder why people will have this nasty orientation, this faulty orientation. They just want to take people's land. It's impossible. We're a strong-willed people. It's impossible. So wherever they're getting this satanic idea from, they should take it back and say, Plateau people are strong-willed. our lands cannot be taken like that. Even if they join forces with the entire evil world, they can't take it. This is our land. God has given us.
Yes, Honorable,
Everybody has his land.
yeah, you've spoken well. We're all stakeholders, like, in the Tin City of Jos and Plateau State in general. We would like to know, now that we have a new government in place, less than 100 years, what should us,
Yes.
stakeholders, yes, be looking forward to, especially in the next 4 years, given that that's the first lifespan of the government. First 100 days, then in the next 4 years. What should we expect in respect to peace, security, the economy, and the general development of the state?
We have a new chairman of the Plateau State Board of Internal Revenue. We brought him from the Federal Internal Revenue Service so that he will come and give us his services too on the Plateau from his wealth of experience. And 100 days is not law. I wonder where people got these 100 days from. The last administration, the last administration in 100 days patched roads, and at the end of the 8 years, they had to redo those. So they wasted resources, billion roads on the Plateau. At the end of the day, legacy projects they couldn't finish. So as Christians, we know that it's better the end of the matter than the beginning.
That's right.
On part, we have gained the trust of Plateau people. We needed to see the celebrations that engulfed the whole of Plateau State when Barrister Caleb Muktuan was declared as governor. For a long time, people have not trusted those in power like this. Just yesterday, we had a meeting with all the elders of Plateau State to tell them the state of Plateau State. And elders from their responses are comfortable with what is happening because they now understand that Plateau State is indebted to the tune of 300 billion naira.
Wow.
They now know that a lot of things cannot be fixed until we fix certain things first. We do first things first. When we came into governance, the state civil service were owed 5 months' salary, which amount to about 11 billion naira. So we were able to pay like 70% of it. I had said in the past that payment of salary achievement, I will not change it now. But sir, if you are a civil servant and you don't receive your salary, how would your family survive? Because that's the only thing you do. That's the only thing you know. So 100 days for us is good, but we're looking beyond 100 days because the mandate is for 4 years.
True. Yeah. Wow.
So when you set foundations that are very, very deep, if you want to build Cocoa House in Ibadan, your foundation will not be shallow.
That's right.
But if you want to build a bungalow, your foundation must not go very deep. So our foundation is going very deep because we have tall dreams, because we are going to achieve tall things, because we have a tall agenda, because we have Plateau at heart. And just like I told you, the governor we have while I was in the university is one of those persons that come to preach to us about Jesus Christ. Today, he's displaying that. That is why people trust him. He's not emasculating any people. He's not discriminating anybody. That is why we have commissioners that are not do not belong to our Plateau people. That is why we have different tribes in the State Executive Council. It's to play politics the way it should be played, the way we always say it should be played. So that when we have an opportunity, what we say and what we do, the tripoda. You know, when you are out of government, you say that the way things should be done, and when you have an opportunity, you do that. So what we're trying to do is our people purposeful leadership is to make our people trust governance. And we'll be interfacing with our people from time to time. That is why yesterday we interfaced with our elders. I surprise you to know that the former governor of Plateau State in 1985, Rear Admiral Samuel Bitrus Atikum, was part of the meeting.
Honorable.
So you could see that by Ambassador Yakwande, 95-year-old man, too.
Yeah. Legend.
You know,
right.
when you pass, you will have to forfeit the future.
Yes.
Honorable, we
Yes, sir.
sincerely will love to thank you for the opportunity we've had, and of course for you to talk to us about Plateau insecurity the way forward. Honorable Musa Ibrahim Ashams, the Commissioner of Information, Plateau State. And we will also love to have a one-on-one with the executive governor of the state. Let's also hear him, perhaps the 100 days, perhaps the 101 days, but whatever days it is, we'll love to speak with him. His ideas and how he intends to move the state forward. But for now, we'd love to say very, very massive thank you to you for the opportunity you've given to us.
Thank you very much.
Yeah,
Thank you,
so
sir.
much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. Right. Gentlemen, at least being just side. Don't worry, we won't say any other thing. Your last word, because we're almost...
I'll just, don't forget the words of our man of God. Pray, make faith proclamations, and prophesy.
Yes, and in praying, please pray for the city where you are, because in His peace, you shall find peace. So let's do that for everyone around the world.
Hallelujah.
Glory.
Yeah, that's our bit today on the prolific Dominion Joyful Tuesdays edition of the Morning Flight all over the X, where we do entertain beyond. Brothers, we'll see you again tomorrow. Bigger, better, fresher, stronger. My name is Shegun Adebowale.
My name is Christopher Siabi.
My name is Paul Master, the ambassador. God bless you. Bye-bye.
See you
Bye.
tomorrow.
You are so good to me. I wanna praise you. I just wanna praise you, praise you. I wanna praise you. You deserve all the praise. My heart is full of thanks. My heart is full of praise. I thank you. You are so good to me. I wanna praise you. I just wanna praise you, praise you. I wanna praise you. You deserve all the praise.